Dear colleagues, ministers, ladies and gentlemen, it is 100% true cliché that we are witnessing extraordinary times with the global pandemic of COVID-19, and when very little was known and still little is known about the virus itself, we face the global dilemma between closing down institutions to reduce contact or opening them, allowing them to work to maintain the system and the economy. We have this problem, and all of you in the room have the same problem. In our country, during the outbreak, the teaching in primary and secondary schools was first conducted through distance learning or home learning using electronic means of communications. For the students who did not have access to internet, a TV classroom was organized, meaning the classes were held on national television. We had adjusted quickly. At the same time, major educational reforms were undertaken during the pandemic, and even because of the pandemic, for the first time we have introduced digitalization in the primary education, and this was the most scientific, so to speak, benefit of the COVID-19 crisis. We have a new concept of learning that will teach children how to learn through research and understanding, so that they can practice the knowledge they will acquire later in the life. In this way, they are also ready for quick adjustment and change. We also adopt a new concept for primary education that contains the main recommendation of international and domestic experts on what modern education should be like. Government of North Macedonia and Ministry of Education and Science are fully committed to setting the grounds of transforming education in order to shape a peaceful, prosperous, just, and stable future for the new generations. On a strategic level, one of the main activities is the introduction of national assessment for grades 3 and 5 in primary education. The national assessment will provide us, which is a reliable snapshot of student achievement across the vitally important primary phase of education. Analysis of factors which impact on learning outcomes will provide us educational policymakers and practitioners with objective evidence as to what works well in primary schools and what doesn't. Such evidence has the potential to identify elective policies and improving teaching and learning practice. Additionally, we are working on the new revision of current methodology of integral evaluation and self-evaluation, which will be reflected in the school improvement plans as a key instrument in identifying areas in which in the school will together to improve learning outcomes and promote learning recovery in the context of COVID-19. How to be transformed? I don't want this to become a self-prized speech, but I must mention another very important activity that we are working on as we speak, and this is the revision of a founding formula for the primary education and the school optimization plans in primary and secondary education, both of which are directly connected to the organization of quality of instruction on primary schools. Both of these activities are done in partnership with the World Bank and UNICEF, organization that we have excellent cooperation with. The government considers schools optimization and revision of the current founding formula as the top priorities, and both areas highlighted in the recent plan 2020-2024 for the education sector. These activities should release funds for further investment in quality of teaching. Many of us here are professors or teachers, and we can all agree that competent, motivated and well-supported professionals are crucial in addressing the urgent issue to improve learning outcomes. That is why we have started with the implementation of activities providing continuous professional development of primary school teachers, school leaders, to enhance teaching practice and the school leaders' competency. On behalf of my country, North Macedonia, I would like to thank you for your attention, and I hope that we meet again and discuss education under better in very near future. Thank you very much.